Good morning. It is 8 o'clock and I started hiking around 7:20. I had to do 1.7 miles on the highway to get back to the trail. So yes, last night I stayed at the Florida Coalition for Peace and Justice. It was a wonderful place to stay. Clean and dry and cozy, and a couple of guys came in. They're hikers. They were up in the Panhandle yesterday doing a section, and then they drove here to stay here last night, and then today they're actually driving to Orlando to go visit a friend. So they're not through hikers, but they are hikers. So they stopped there on their way through, and they got everybody Little Caesars pizza last night. So we kind of all hung out for a little bit, and then they hung out outside longer than I did. I had to get some sleep. It was already getting pretty late, probably like 10 o'clock or something by the time I went to bed, and they were all still up just hanging out. But yeah, so the place does offer shuttles back to the trail, but I would have had to wait until like 8:30 to 9:30. I really, I've got 17 miles today, so I kind of just wanted to get back out a little earlier. So everybody was still sleeping when I left, and it was the two guys I just mentioned and another through hiker, 3-liter. He's heading southbound, so when he does get back on trail, he'll be going the opposite direction as me. He did give me some reports about what's ahead in the next, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred miles or so. Just very wet conditions. So pretty soon, in the next few days probably, I'll be starting to go through a lot more water again. But anyway, I had a really good night there, back on trail, 17 miles. The plan is to stay at the Lake Butler City Hall tonight. So if you call ahead, they'll generally let hikers camp there. So there's not a whole lot of options for like camping out in this section where I'm in. I'm in kind of like Stark, Lake Butler area, and there's certain areas that have issues with homeless people, may or may not be some drugs involved, and work release people from all the prisons out here. So I just try to be really strategic about where I stay. So that's the plan for today. And then yeah, I'm almost at the end of this map section. So I explained to you before that there's like on the app that I use, it goes in different sections of maps. So like, I don't know, South Florida, Central Florida, Ocala. So I'm doing the Ocala section of the map right now. I'm past Ocala, but that part of the map. And then the next map that I'll start in like 2 days or something, 2 or 3 days, is the Big Bend, Swanee section. So I'll officially be heading westbound at that point. So I'm pretty excited. And yeah, it's probably like 50 degrees out. The rain did stop. Finally, it rained all day yesterday, like a light, drizzly, drippy rain, the kind that comes ahead of a cold front. So it's only like 50 right now, but tonight it is supposed to get down to, I think, maybe 31 degrees. So as long as it's not 31 degrees and raining, I should be fine. I just have to remember to sleep with my water filter so it doesn't freeze and crack. But yes, I'm ready, prepared for cold. Cold is fine. I've been in cold weather already on this trip. So anyway, yeah, looking forward to a good day. Later on, I got to make sure I call the city hall just to make sure I can stay there. And another big thank you to the Florida Coalition for Peace and Justice. Really nice people. very welcoming and accommodating. So that was a wonderful stay, and then I'll check back in with you guys later. Okay, so I just took a break to have some breakfast and put my feet up because I realized I had gone like 7 miles already and hadn't taken a break yet. There really wasn't a good place to take a break. So I finally got to a highway crossing. There was a little grassy area. And actually I'm just noticing blue sky for the first time. Like it literally, the sun just came out. Even while I was taking my break, it was still overcast. So this is really nice. Sun's finally coming out because it's pretty chilly. It's like 50, but for some reason it feels colder. Like while I was taking my break, my body cooled off, and now I feel really cold, but not too bad. But I told you my plan tonight is to stay at the Lake Butler City Hall. And so while I was on my break, I called, and you do have to call and make sure it's okay that you stay. And then when I get there, I'll have to check in with the City Hall staff, and they will also have the sheriff's department, sheriff's office or whatever, come check on me tonight, just to make sure everything is good and safe and everything. So anyway, I got that call done. So all I have to do is check in with them when I get there later. And like I said, I think I've done like 7 miles already. So I probably have like 10 left, and it's still 10 something in the morning. So making good time and feeling good. My feet hurt. When I got up from my break, my feet didn't really want to work there for a few minutes. Between that and cooling off and my body getting really cold, I'm just trying to get back into it. But otherwise feeling good, and glad that I've got my place for tonight set up, and then tomorrow is another situation of having to call and get permission. That's one of the things about the Florida Trail that I don't particularly love, is all of the permits and reservations and requirements and payments for everything that you have to do. Sometimes I feel like every night I've got to do some sort of permit or reservation or make a payment for something or whatever, and there's all these different systems that I have to use for reservations, and it just depends on what management area I'm in, or if I'm in a state park or a private park, or it's just all these different management systems and reservation systems and whatever. So, but that's okay. It is part of it, and I'm getting it done. And I'm going to show you where I'm walking. I've got a couple of miles, I think, on this road. It's pretty. So finally blue sky. Literally just when I started making this video is when all of a sudden the sun shone through and the blue sky, because it's been overcast, completely cloudy all morning. So grateful for that. And it's a pretty road. 2 miles up this road, there's reports of nuisance dogs, very aggressive nuisance dogs, but I'm already confident that those doggies will be somewhere else today. So yeah, gonna have a good day and get the miles done. All right, so I'm crossing the New River. Lots of high-speed traffic. You can see it's a narrow shoulder. At least there's a shoulder here. But when a car gets close, I just kind of hop up in that space right there. So it's not too bad. It's just kind of a long bridge. So like here comes another car. I'm gonna hop up in one of these spaces and I'll show you the river while I'm doing that. Okay, so here I am, just standing out of the way till that car passes, but there's the New River. Pretty. There's a couple more cars coming, so I'm gonna wait a minute. I'm gonna hop down, I'm gonna cruise. Here we go. Okay, so that's City Hall, that building. And there's like this, I don't know, workout area, whatever you want to call it. couple of pavilions. This building has the bathroom in it. And there's a code to get in the bathroom. And then there's just this grassy area. And there's my home for the night. So, City Hall, my home.